Yo, what's going on? It's Cody from Big Beaver Comics. I don't do enough of this business stuff on the YouTube page, so I feel like sometimes if it's kind of in my head, I feel like I got to get here in front of this because not only is it like me giving you the information, but it's kind of like me cataloging the information for myself, right? So me and Anthony are not new to business. We've run a lot of businesses before. I'm 38 years old. I really couldn't tell you the amount of times I've been an entrepreneur to varying degrees of business. And this isn't the first time I've done business with Anthony. In fact, this is at least the third business that we've had together, if not potentially the fourth. So there's been a lot of lessons we've learned along the way. Now, this being new, obviously, we're new to this. We're not new to comics, but we're new to the comic book sales game, right? So, and then this past weekend was definitely it was a high watermark. Let's just put it that way. We were talking about it in PR terms, right? Shout out to, I'm a little out of shape, so back off, right? But we're talking about it in PR terms, saying, like this weekend was kind of our PR. But I mean, what did we really learn? That's the main takeaway. It's not that we came with these fire books. That's great. That's excellent for our customers. It's probably excellent for our feedback. Hey, shout out. If you're not already following along Big Beaver Comics on YouTube, subscribe, notifications, like this video, like the other videos. Go over to Instagram, Big Beaver Comics on Instagram. Facebook's where we do the live sales. Big Beaver Comics on Facebook, follow, like, all that kind of stuff. BigBeaverComics.ca. Anthony's always working on the website, working really hard. So there's my plug for everything. But what did we learn? Because like selling stuff is one thing, but ultimately it's about what we take away from it. Like, how do we get better? What are we doing here? So I think the main point I try to instill in Ant, and I've tried to instill this in myself throughout the times that I've run businesses, because I have not reinvented the mousetrap. So maybe you have in your business, but I haven't in mine. So in the vein of comic books, I'm selling the same comic books in theory that everyone else is selling. Everyone has these books. So I need to have something that's a differentiator. I need to do something that helps me stand out. Now, granted, I'm sure a lot of you people that are paying attention, our growth rate has been fairly substantial in a very short period of time. And I expect it to remain being fairly substantial going forward. I have a very strong work ethic. I have a full-time career beyond this. My man Anthony is a hard worker dealing with all sorts of stuff in his life, but we love this. It's a labor of love. So it's very easy to, first off, give you guys what comes naturally to me, which is maybe the performance, maybe the competitiveness, maybe the sales, whatever it happens to be, but that comes fairly naturally to me. And then B is the comic books. I love that. And I love the fact that I can set a prime example for my children. They can see what their dad can do while their dad works really hard. Not only at his career, but on something that he would love to be able to usurp his career as far as importance and time consumption and all that kind of stuff. And I'm sure everyone would love to be able to show their children that they could make a go of their hobbies, because that sets the example that you could do anything. Like, you could pick up a guitar and be a fucking rock star. So, I mean, I'm trying to do that. Will it happen? We hope so. We've got definitely our sights set on the stars, and we'll settle for the moon, but we'll see where it goes. But what do? You need to have a differentiator. You have the same book somebody else has. So you're running this business, and what separates you from someone else? Not what makes you me or what makes me you. None of that bullshit. That's not going to help you here. What's going to help you is saying like, I have the same books. I'm in the same boat. I haven't overextended myself. I'm not financially crippled. I don't need things to be settled tomorrow so that I get money back. You're in the same boat. You're running a business that's a day-to-day operation. You financially set out for this course. It's plodding along. But what can you do to help yourself stand out? What can you do to make yourself someone who, in one way or another, gets the attention of someone? They can find out they jive with you. They can find out that they feel a kinship. There's a reciprocal relationship, potentially built into a business relationship. What can you do? Is it a geographical thing? Is it the target marketing you're doing? Is it you being able to get in front of a camera and you resonating with the people that you're in front of? It's something you have to figure out, but trust me, in most instances, whether you're a mechanic, you're selling comic books, you're doing car detailing, whether you're an accountant, what separates you from anybody else? Were you handed a book of business? Maybe. If you were handed a book of business, I mean, whatever. You didn't work for any of that shit anyways. But like, let's say you just walk in somewhere and go like, man, I'm new and I'm fucking intimidated and I don't know how to make this work and I want to make this work, but where do I start? Grassroots shit, man. Doing things the right way. Lots of connections. You know, I could give you, I guess, this too, right? I mean, I deal a lot on social media. If anybody, again, if you're following along, you probably notice that our social media goes along pretty good. It gets to bumping. It's doing pretty good. It's engagement. It's not just the engagement with your content. It's not you just thinking that people should be just giving you the, hey, son, you're the man, and you should just bask in people's attention because your content's so fabulous. It's a reciprocal relationship. Go out there, comment on other people's stuff. Let people know what they're doing is good. You know, give your time back. If you watch our comic sales, we give back. We do not discriminate. This isn't a one-way street where I'm affording you the privilege of watching Cody and Anthony present to you the books that we have available, and you just bow down. No, man. That's not a reciprocal relationship. I want you down with the crew, man. You're in this big Beaver Comics family. We love you. We want you to be here. So we want to give books away. We want to work with our loyal customers. You know what I mean? We do all sorts of $3, $5. We do a lot of things to incentivize the fact that this is a relationship. Long past that it's a business transaction, man. And is it advantageous for me? Yeah, it's advantageous for me to keep you on my side for 20 years, of course. To have you say my praises to other people without me having to be there. Do you think that's not advantageous to me? Of course it is. Of course it is. But I appreciate that to the ends of the earth, and that's what makes good business, especially small business. So people trying to learn from the business angle, that's what you take of it. Whether you're operating a CNC machine somewhere, whether you're doing, you know, small concrete jobs, redoing people's sidewalks or driveways, whatever it is, the thing you could take away is there's a million people doing what you're doing, dude. There's a million people charging around what you're charging. It's not the $50 that you cut off of things. It really isn't. It's what you add in value. It's what people see when they see you, what they take away. What do you bring to the table? Are you someone that people engage with, that they're interested in, that they feel like you treat them like a human and you're a human? Like it's so much more intrinsic to the human condition and the human experience. It's not that difficult, but you're selling the same books everybody is. So who are you? Who's your business? What's your brand? Don't just brand to brand. That's foolish. The way you do things is by being you and by allowing you to accentuate what you do. You can do it. We all can do it. I don't know. That's what I think. But you're just selling the same books everybody else is selling, dude. You're just pouring the same concrete driveways or selling the same scuba lessons or whatever. You didn't reinvent the wheel. You didn't build a better mousetrap, right? You're not on the foreground of semiconductor industry or anything. So find what makes you you and what makes you identifiable so that the people that resonate with you have you top of mind when they think of you in an industry. You can do it. We all can do it. I'm Cody from Big Beaver Comics. If you haven't already, subscribe here on YouTube, like, comment. We want to hear from you, dude. We like you. Go over to IG. Follow us along on IG. We do all sorts of cool shit over there. It's Facebook, same difference. You guys just stay up. Be okay out there. I know 2020 was fucked up. 2021 is going to be your year, dude. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Wear a motherfucking condom. I'm out.